Good afternoon, Wallhawks. Today is Wednesday, April 26th, and today is National Tell a Story Day.
Tell a Story Day is celebrated in the United States, Scotland, and the United Kingdom. The aim of the day is to get participants telling, sharing, and listening to each other's stories. It is a celebration of the art of oral storytelling in all of its many forms, whether it be fiction or nonfiction, a tall tale, or folklore.
So in honor of Story Day, we will be doing the announcement in story style. Start us out, Olivia.
Once upon a time in a Midwest town, a young man named Charles entered the lunchroom in his middle school.
As he loaded his tray with goodies, his tummy rumbled with anticipation until he got to the end of the line and faced the sweet-faced cafeteria worker. She said,
"Oh dear, your lunch count is at 0. We'll have to get you a cheese sandwich and a milk instead."
"Oh no!"
cried Charles as he stuffed his hands in his pocket, pouting at his misfortune. Just then, he realized he had put a $5 bill in his pocket just that morning. His heart swelled as he handed the bill over to Mrs. Hayes, and Charles vowed never to let his lunch account get that low again. The end.
Wow, great story. Let's tell another one. Here goes. In the land of Wallhawks and dreams, in the time of the month of May, 6th graders across the land flocked to the office to sign up for 2 of the great sports of their time. Their physicals were filed with care and practices commenced on the 16th day of the 5th month in the year of 2016. Cheers erupted as they played their volleyball and football games and defeated their foes and learned great skills as they enjoyed their games throughout the land. The end.
Now for a sports story. Charles the cheerleader chose to cheerlead, so he signed up for a Saturday session of sport cheering. His form was filed in the front office so he could attend the camp on April 30th. The end.
Here's one from my childhood.
See Spot run.
Go Spot go!
See Spot getting training at seniors track camp.
See Spot at Dalzell Field from July 25th to July 28th.
See Spot from 8 to 9 a.m. learning running skills.
See Spot pay only $25 for his trap camp, and he got a t-shirt.
I've heard that one too. You can register to run with Spot at the track camp at the following URL.
Once upon a time, a young girl signed up for the Warrior Dash. She dressed up each day in preparation for the dash, but followed all the dress code rules. On Thursday, she wore her sports gear, and on Friday, she was full of spirit. She had collected so many pledges from her family and friends that she earned the most money for the Renaissance program of her school. She was so nervous that she asked about the dash that she asked her fairy godmother for advice. She said,
"When you run on Friday, you must wear whatever clothing you are wearing for the dash to school. This clothing must be school appropriate, but feel free to dress up and have fun with it. While no running with jewelry will be allowed, costumes that could cause injury. Remember to bring a full change of clothes, including undergarments. I also suggest you bring a small towel to dry off with."
The girl took her advice and was a huge winner at the dash, and she lived happily ever after. The end.
And now for a story written in verse. Leap activities. Y Club, creative arts, homework help. Sounds fun.
Here's a straightforward story told in present tense with no real characters or plot, but a lot of useful information, so if you're into that kind of story.
Tonight, there are players and parent meetings for anyone interested in playing baseball or softball this summer for senior. The baseball meeting will be in the cafeteria at 6, followed by the softball meeting at 7. These meetings should last about 1 hour. Tryouts for the senior softball for 8th graders will take place beginning on Monday, May 9th from 5 o'clock to 7:30. And for the guys, senior baseball kicks off with the first official practice on Monday, May 2nd.
If only we had a birthday story, but alas, there are none.
I guess we could only end with our thought of the day about stories. After nourishment, shelter, and companionship, stories are the one thing we need most in our world.
Share your story today, Wash.